Alrighty, welcome back to everyone. I'm playing another game of Total War Warhammer. I'm the strategy professor. Get back in here. Looks like we have another Greenskin versus Dwarf battle going on here. This is a nightmare matchup for the Dwarves. I just had someone that I played earlier comment on my channel, which was really cool. I forgot his name. It was like the Phoenix or something like that. Can't remember offhand, but we had a really good Dwarf versus Greenskins earlier, so I thought that was really cool that he came to my channel and, you know, said something. So, if you ever play against me, I do have a channel. Obviously, you know I have a channel if you're watching this, so that's probably a silly thing to say. But let's go ahead and get in here. But feel free to contact me. You know, I always respond to comments. I enjoy comments. I love them a lot. If you want to set up a game with me and just kind of play for fun, just, you know, send me a message. Let me know. I'm happy to set up some games and play. If you just want to practice some builds, you know, I'll play whatever you want me to play. Alright. I think I just need 2 more wins. We'll see. If I lose, then I'm going to go work on the campaigns. I need to go to sleep too. I'm getting tired, but I need to do more campaigns. I've just been doing a ton of multiplayer today, just really trying to rank up a lot. And I played too much League of Legends today too, honestly. I do love League and I like playing it, but sometimes it's just too much. Like, I need more balance. You know, I need to be playing the campaigns more. That's what a lot of people really enjoy, is the campaigns, but I've just been caught up on the multiplayer a lot today lately. I've been on a really good roll with Total War Warhammer multiplayer. I think I'm like 15-3 or something today. Maybe not that much, but the games are just so fast. They're like 10 minutes also. But I feel like I'm on quite a roll. I mean, I've gained... I don't even know anymore. 400 ranks today? 300 ranks today? Something like that. Okay, so against the Dwarves, this is perfect. Like, this is such a terrible map for Dwarves, I feel like. Or this is, like, it feels pretty bad. Now, it depends on where he sets up. If he sets up in a corner, he might be okay. But, like, right here on this edge, if he sets up kind of in the middle here, I can get shots on him. That's gonna be bad, because he doesn't have any arcing shots. Like, he might run and set these up. There's a chance he could run grudge throwers, but most people run cannons, and if he runs cannons, then they can't really shoot around this hill that easily. So, you know, my Doom Divers will be able to shoot on him, and he won't be able to really return fire. But these guys with have our gyrocopter insurance, I hope.
We is better than them. Here we go. I'm the boss.
Alright, so we just want to stand back a little bit. What makes this so hard for Dwarves, if you haven't watched any of my other videos, is we've got the gyrocopters covered, which are one of the best things against orcs. Orcs don't have very good anti-flying. And then this will be able to smash any kind of infantry line they're going to throw at us. Just black orcs with all the greenskin magic is just really hard to deal with. A little bit of poison mixed in there, heavy armor piercing mixed in there. And then these can get to their quarrelers in the back line. War Boss, just a good solid thing. I put him on foot so Slayers don't deal extra damage to him. I have almost no large units aside from the Troll, the Wolves, and this guy. So that it really invalidates Slayers, because a lot of times Dwarves will bring Slayers because they expect you to have Flying Lords and Boars and all these other things. Where is he? What do we have going on here? He is there. Actually, I want the grudge throwers.
Wolf riders!
Jeez, the visibility is really limited on this map.
Moving fast! Running! Moving
Holy
fast!
cow, what is this visibility troll? Oh my gosh, what? Oh, they're right there. Holy cow.
We do it!
What the heck? Get fire these things.
Wolf riders!
I don't even know what he has. I just want to fire. Okay, can we... I think we just fired. I can't tell. God.
Moving fast!
I guess we're firing into those. I mean, that's something. I really don't want to waste shots on those, but I just literally can't see anything else. I need to run over here or something so that I can get some good vision. Never had visibility be this low in a game before. It's pretty crazy. That's really bad. This is really negating my Doom Divers by a lot. I need to get vision of them though. Gosh, if they make it to the top of the hill and I can't see anything, it's gonna be bad. Okay. These guys are probably looking to shoot at me. I don't know. I just need to try to get out of their range, but keep vision. These Quarrelers might actually be able to shoot over this thing here pretty soon, too. Be a big problem. What are his other units? Okay, so he has a couple of cannons back here. He's trying to aim for these. Whatever. I think we can just get up this hill and go kill him. I don't even know what those are. Guess we have to aim at these then. And blasting charges. Guess that's a thing. Just kind of curious why he's not like... Okay, more. Okay, so I want these Wolf Riders to come around this way then and see if we can get to the artillery. These can come over here and engage with those. I'll play this game. I'll come up the hill. I would actually love to run up there with trolls first though, so that he wastes his blasting charges on trolls. Now that extra fire damage there, I'm not really keen on that. He has 2 flamethrowers. Let's run around the back with these. These guys, we can run into the fire things. That's fine. Go, lads. Sure, let's go ahead and crush these things. That's fine. Guys, go. Alright, let's get in here. Deal with those. Let's get my war boss in here. Deal with these. Okay, yep. So we were able to fend them off with our savages. Alright, so we should be able to tear up these Longbeards. Guys, let's go. Now he's not even firing these things anymore, really. What do I need to fire into? These Quarrelers, I guess? Guys, let's go. Go ahead and pop my wall. Bit of extra power in here. Go ahead and get... Let's go ahead and wait on that to wear off, and then we'll cast the wall. I don't want him to have too much. Okay, back up, back up, back up. Okay. I don't want to stack too much 80 on him because there's a cap, of course. What are these? Longbeards? Great weapons, okay. Still be able to beat them. I mean... See, I might be able to... Here, let's go ahead and fire on these Longbeards here just because they're kind of separated from everything else. Let's go ahead and pop this. Just to get rid of those cooldowns. Let's shoot into the back of them. We'll cast a little itchy in here. Go, go, go. Get in it. Go kill. Right, charge them in the back. And these Longbeards are doing a pretty good job over here. Alright, get the copper. Or the chopper. Not the coppers. I love police. I actually do. I really do. I appreciate the police very much. I'm not trying to troll. I've always had very pleasant interactions. In my experience, as long as you're really nice to the police, then they're usually pretty nice to you. Now, they may not always give you what you want. They might still give you a ticket, but they're just doing their job. You know, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously there are some bad police out there. I don't want to get too political on the channel, but in my experience, most officers I've interacted with are pretty cool. They're pretty reasonable. I mean, just think of all the stuff they have to deal with, like, every day. Like, they could actually die every day. And they just deal with people that just hate them, like, every day. Like, you know, how would you think at your job if every single person just hated you all the time? I mean, maybe people have jobs like that, but it's just like, everyone hates them. Just constantly gives them attitude, constantly tries to mess with them, and some people even try to kill them. You know, on a regular day basis. Like, that's a terrible job. Like, I would not want that job. But somebody has to take it, and so I greatly appreciate the people that do. It's very similar with soldiers who go over and, you know, the soldiers don't always agree with the missions, but they don't ask questions. They just do their job. Their job is to, you know, keep the country safe wherever they serve, whether that's America, France, Britain, Russia, wherever. That's their jobs, to keep people safe. And, you know, they risk their lives to do it. And usually they don't get a ton of money for it. Like, they do okay. They do well, but I have a great respect for people that, you know, are police, military, or any sort of, you know, governmental defense type of thing. Great respect for that. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is just, it's a really, really bad matchup. I mean, I say that every time I fight this. I almost feel dirty fighting it, but not really. Like, it feels like one of those matchups that the dwarves should be able to win, potentially. It's like there has to be some permutation of dwarf units that can beat greenskins. But when you actually try to play it, and I've tried to play this from the dwarf side a few times, even against players I think that are probably ranked lower than I am, it's just really, really hard to figure out what to do. I think Iron Drakes, I like them. They're really cool. I want them to be good. But they're just very weak right now, honestly. Like, they need to be able... I don't know why they can't use their flamethrower in melee combat. It blows my mind. How do they have a melee attack? So, like, all of a sudden they have to drop their flamethrower because something's attacking them? Like, in many games, and in just sci-fi, and just in lore in general, flamethrowers are a very up-close and personal weapon. You know, like, you use them, basically, as a melee combat weapon, and so I don't really understand why... you know, they can't use their flames anymore when they're in melee combat. So I think to make them better, they need to make them faster. And so that you can reposition with them. They need to make their fire rate faster. And most importantly, they need to be able to fire while they're in melee combat. Because right now, you can just tie them up with, like, you know, wolves or zombies or something. And can't do anything back, and they should be very good against those units. So that's my one beef with the Iron Drakes. I like them conceptually. I think they're super cool. I've tried them out in the campaign, and they can be good in some circumstances, but oftentimes I just wish I had more Quarrelers. Quarrelers are so strong. Yeah, I mean, he had the artillery. So, you know, I always say you need to bring at least 3 artillery against Greenskins because you have to be able to beat Doom Divers. But once again, the terrain was just terrible for the dwarves. Because I can arc my shot over that hill. He can't arc his shot. Now, I thought he could have been shooting with his Quarrelers much, much sooner. I'm pretty sure the Quarrelers should be able to arc their shots, or did he not have Quarrelers? Did I see that wrong? Okay, he did have one Quarreler. So I really think he should have been arcing his shot over that hill to hit me, because I'm almost positive he had the range for it. Maybe he didn't have vision at the time, I'm not really sure. But either way, that's just, that's just a demonstration of how difficult that matchup is. It's super difficult. Let me see, am I close? I didn't get anything for that, really. I got like, get 100 for that? Maybe 100 and some change, not much at all. So that person must have been pretty new. So it's probably going to take 2 more games. I don't know if I have that in me tonight. I want to get down below rank 500, but I mean, they don't take long. Whatever, I'll do it. I'll play till I lose or till I break 500. So thank you very much. I'm going to try to make just a couple more, and then I'll see if I can get in a dwarf campaign at least before I go to sleep. So thank you very much. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel. Tons of multiplayer games. Lots of Greenskins, Vampire Counts, Bretonia, Empire, you name it, we have it. Except don't name Chaos and don't name Beastman, because we don't have a lot of that. But we do have a lot of everything else. On the we have legendary campaigns for everything except for Chaos. They are pure campaigns, so we don't abuse the auto-resolve system, we don't assassinate words on the campaign map, we don't do anything that's potentially exploitative that gives us an advantage, and this leads for really complex and interesting campaigns with lots of great fights that you just don't see on a lot of other YouTube channels because people just auto-resolve their way through it. So you get lots of really good fights, really good interactions, and I explain what I'm doing in pretty solid detail so that you can appreciate the strategy behind it, and you can also apply some of the tactics that I use to your own campaigns so that you enjoy the game better. So thank you very much. As always, I truly do appreciate your viewership. Pleasure broadcasting for you, and have a wonderful evening. I'll see you next time.